On this part of Suncoast Speaks today, you're going to hear the voice in just a moment of a familiar voice on WLSS. He's been on the air with us now for more than 5 years. And his name is Mark Wasowicz, and he's the owner of the Mattress store located just south of Stickney Point on the trail, just a few blocks south of Stickney Point. So, Mark, it's been, 5 years now since we interviewed you the first time?
Yes, a little more than 5 years, and it's been a wonderful experience so far.
I know that people who've come in here just marvel about the comfort of this entire shopping experience that you have here and all the product that you have on the floor. And so they can actually see what they might choose later on, and you've got some other things that you can tell them about.
Yes, we had a specific, I had a specific atmosphere I wanted to present when I opened the store, and a lot of folks thought I was nuts. But that crazy guy in the dark store with the mural on the walls is still here in spite of everybody telling me I was out of my mind.
We're recording this on a hot day, too. I bet it's 85 or 88 degrees out there, so it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, I like it that way. It kind of lets people easier to relax than when they're sweating.
Let's roll time back a little bit here and talk about when you opened the store and what was the reason that you did. I know you had an extensive background in the field here, so let's talk about that and the reason you wanted to get your store open. Career reasons. I mean, I needed to make a move for my family and myself, so opening my own business was the way to do it. And I've been in this business for so many years, it was just a natural thing to do. You just have to think about it, the one room of the house, the bedroom, and just that's where you're going to spend a third of your life. I mean, 8 hours a day, maybe some of us don't get that much sleep anymore, but maybe some sleep more. But that's a significant part of your life that you should pay attention to as far as health reasons.
Yes, and it actually, the mattress is a major appliance, and it's also a health purchase for so many reasons, being it's in a back room usually and it's covered up, becomes a nuisance purchase. And, times are tough now. If you need new tires on your vehicle or your kids need braces or something, the lumpy mattress stays and all that other stuff gets done. So it really takes, most people will buy the cheap mattress once, and then after that they realize it's a very important thing to have in your life.
If you just drive up 41 here or any other major street in this area, or Venice or Bradenton, you can see a lot of mattress stores, and you want it to be different, something different you could offer to compete with those businesses, and something a little bit more healthful.
Yes. The brands I carry are basically allergy and chemical-free for the most part. We do carry some supermarket brands as well, but we make sure that everything is U.S. made and as chemical-free as possible, and some are completely chemical-free. Congress got in the mattress business in 2007 and changed the fire code, really without telling anybody. And what they did was they changed it from the lit cigarette test, which is what it has always been. Well, now it's an open flame blowtorch, 3,600 degrees for 2 minutes, and the mattress can't flame for a half an hour. So it's a fairly insane code. I mean, unless you repair anchor chain in your bedroom or maybe blow glass as a hobby in there. But at those kind of temperatures for that length of time, it's just absurd.
What kind of materials are used in today's mattresses?
Oh, boy. Well, as far as a fire barrier goes, they've approved a laundry list of some very nasty flame-retardant chemicals like boric acid, roach killer, antimony trioxide, which is a heavy metal like arsenic that's pretty popular. They don't insist that the factories use the chemicals. They're dirt cheap, and there's no labeling requirements. That's where it comes in. So most of the manufacturers are going the cheap way out and using the chemicals, but there are a few specialties companies that are doing it the right way, and those are the brands I carry here.
Exactly. Now, so for people that are concerned about their health, then, what do you bring to the table that your competitors don't?
Well, everything to start with, pretty basic, using U.S. fabrics and foams, so there's none of the formaldehyde issues and things going on with the cheaper imported foams. Also, the fire barrier is addressed directly in everything we carry, so instead of sleeping on poisons, you're actually kind of safe. The other issue is that I'm the only guy in town whose inventory is air conditioned, and I'm also the only guy that'll never pull anything from a warehouse. There isn't an air-conditioned warehouse in Florida, and sealed in a plastic bag for what could be months. All that moisture that builds up in the bag just gets absorbed by the mattress, which is a big sponge, and you have mold issues and things going on inside that you'll never see.
That's frightening, I think, to think about it, because I never knew that about the warehouses that were not air-conditioned, and they just pull it out of a plastic bag somewhere.
Yeah, well, you got to figure these warehouses are huge, and to try to air condition a place like that where huge bay doors are opened constantly to load tractor trailers and all this kind of stuff, it's also the factory too. So there's no air conditioning in most of these places. Maybe where the factory part is in some of them, but where the warehouse part of it is, absolutely not.
Exactly. You just have to think about that $100,000 mattress because they had to air condition over the warehouse. And it doesn't make much sense, does it, Mark?
No, it doesn't. And that's where there's even some stores in town where their showrooms are basically a warehouse atmosphere, and you walk in, there's no air conditioning, and you can lose 5 pounds just looking for a mattress.
Exactly right. So let's talk about what you have done then to bring the public's awareness to your store here. I know you've been with us on the air now for 5 years, I think, and you've told your story over those 5 years, and the people are now a little bit wiser about when they're coming to shop for a mattress than they were before, thanks to what you've told them.
Yes, and another big help has been the very kind reviews we've been getting over the years. That has spread the word not only about me as a business owner in a store, but about what's going on. When people start reading that, oh, we bought there because of their chemical-free mattresses or because this was allergy-free, they start thinking, now, oh, wait a minute, well, I didn't know there was any issues with chemicals or allergies, so I need to stop by there and see what that's all about.
As far as the mattress sale game, you've talked about that on a number of occasions on how people actually sell mattresses in some of these other stores, the box chain stores and those stores. So tell us a little bit about the sale game.
Well, I give most people more credit than to think they really believe that on 8 weekends a year when there's a holiday, they're getting the right price on the mattress, and the other 300 days we're charging 2 and 3 times more than what we're supposed to. So what I do is I discount every day, and as a rule, close on the holidays. This way, when you have a day off for a 3-day weekend or other things going on, you can stay home and barbecue with your families rather than trying to rustle out and get that one-day sale price in when I give it that price every day.
Yeah, exactly. And I imagine there's a sale game going on as far as what are we going to do next week, the week after that, the week after that, and the holidays, they all figure in too. But you're right across the board there every day.
Yes, all they really do is, for the most part, they'll keep their regular fairly high prices and just change the price tag to reflect Columbus Day or 4th of July or Labor Day, even though the price is the same as it was for every day for the last 2 years, just reflecting a phony discount. There's always something in the ad that's going to make it all legal, a loss leader somewhere that is truly 50% off or something like that, and it's usually something that nobody wants to buy anyway.
I've seen one of your mattresses out by the street out here trying to get people to come in. They got to come in the store and just see the air-conditioned showroom.
Absolutely. It's a little different atmosphere. The lights are dim. Even the lights themselves are LED lights, which not only helps with the electric bill and the coolness in the store, but they happen to look like stars on the dark ceiling, so it kind of worked out all the way around.
Like you got the lit moon here with a smile, don't you, and the lipstick and all that?
Yeah, that's almost become a trademark. A local artist painted the room, and she also painted the same moon on the delivery truck, so they can see that riding up and down the trail all day.
Yeah, very good. So when people come in, then how savvy is the average mattress shopper these days?
A lot more than they used to be. I'm also kind of the only guy in town that's kind of happy when they come in and say, oh, we've done some research, because this way they know what I'm telling them is true. The other issue is there's also a lot of nonsense on the internet as well, so it's being able to decipher what is, just the opinion versus fact. And with things like latex and memory foam, there's all kinds of confusing issues going on out there. So occasionally we have to let them know that what they were reading or whatever is incorrect. But I don't shy away from anybody who says that they've been doing research, because that's the best customer to me.
You want them to ask you questions. Then if they got a pertinent question that's important to them, you want to have them ask you.
Oh, absolutely. And most of the salesmen in town, when they start going about a product like latex, don't have a clue the differences of the latex and between natural and organic or synthetic, and which process is better than the other. So they'll just spew whatever they think, and then a customer might come in here next, and I'll tell them the exact opposite. And it's I can back up mine with facts where they just were afraid to answer anything.
You've done the research, definitely. Mark, let's get the particulars out there about where you're located here, your website, and how people can get in touch with you.
Well, the website is www.sarasotamattressstore.com. And yes, there are 3 S's in a row. The address here is 6979 South Tamiami Trail. Phone number 941-929-7378. You can always call. We're open from 10 till 6 every day, except for Sunday. We're closed.
Now, we were driving south of Stickney Point, and you can look right out by the street and see Mattress Store, a white background and black letters, right?
Yeah, that was the idea. It was actually 5 years ago a new type of sign where during the day it's black against the light-colored building, but at night when the lights come on, you'll see the white and the red.
So those are the ways you can find out more and come here to see the mattresses yourself. Mark, let's take a short break in the program here. We'll come back in a couple of minutes and talk some more about the Mattress Store and with Mark Wasowicz. We'll be back after these words. Back once again now with Mark Wasowicz, owner of the Mattress Store in Sarasota, just a little bit south of Stickney Point on Highway 41, just south of Stickney Point. And Mark, we talked in the first segment something about your philosophy of merchandising mattresses of the store when you got started here 5 years ago, and what your mission statement was and what you wanted to do for people, that their needs were not being met elsewhere in the mattress replacement industry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about common myths about mattresses, and we're going to be the myth buster segment right now.
There's really only 2 that really kind of people believe and sometimes affect how they purchase mattresses. And one is that every mattress should be replaced in 8 years, and that's nonsense. Naturally, every mattress has its shelf life, but the better quality bedding feels like new longer. Some stuff might not last 8 years. Some stuff might last 15 or 20 years. So just to use that as a guide is a lot of people are either sleeping on a mattress too long, or they're getting rid of something that still has a lot of life left in it.
And also little bugs crawling around inside the mattress that could attack you at some time, right?
Right. Well, I mean, if you were, the whole the bed bug thing is definitely a concern if you live in or if you have rental property, things like that. But for the average homeowner, it's not usually an issue. The other big myth is that your mattress will double in weight in 8 years because of skin and insect feces and carcasses from dust mites and things like that. I mean, if that was even close to being true, I'd need a forklift to remove old mattresses from people's houses, and that's not the case.
That's sort of a scare tactic, I guess it was.
Well, yeah, it is. Again, that makes people think they should replace their mattresses more often. And I'm not saying not to, but replace them because, it needs to be replaced. Your back will tell you when your mattress needs to be replaced. Don't do it just because some ad says, you got insects in there, or this store said I got to replace my mattress, so it must be true.
No state inspector is going to come by and demand that you get a new mattress. So I think that's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's like the mattress police. If you pull that tag off the back of the mattress, they're going to come and get you.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, isn't it, about the tag and the mattress? That's a common myth, isn't it?
Well, it says the only person that can remove it is the consumer, which technically is true, but they don't tell you that if the consumer removes it and doesn't keep it, you have no warranty at all. So that's something for the people that are, kind of nuts with things sticking out. You can remove that tag. You just have to save it.
Okay, nobody's going to jail on that, though.
No, there is no mattress police.
Okay, let's talk about the construction of the mattress now. You wanted to mention latex. Go into that a little bit.
Yeah, everybody's kind of going the gel foam craze, which is, a decent product. It's a very small part of the mattress business. I do carry many varieties of it because some people do like it. Latex, however, there is nobody around carrying it like I do. My opinion, it's God's gift to sleep. Not only is it natural, so you don't have to worry about off-gassing and things like that, but it doesn't wear out, it doesn't break in, it doesn't break down. It's the coolest thing to sleep on because it is temperature neutral to start with. And so many manufacturers, even the big supermarket brands, have almost eliminated it completely from their lines to do the gel fad thing. And that's well and good because they're always improving different gels and foams and things like that. But their latex itself, there's no need to improve on it. It is what it is, and it lasts forever, and it's the best thing to sleep on.
Let's talk about what supports the mattress. It used to be in the old days the coils, and I guess there are still some coils. But what is holding up that mattress, and as far as for the comfort part of it?
It's either going to be an inner spring, which is still the largest part of the business. A lot of the changes have been on what goes on top of the springs. Now people are using the different gel memory foams on an inner spring. They're calling those hybrids, even though that's probably what's been going on longer than anything, versus a mattress that doesn't have any springs at all and just using some sort of foam core as the support. But there's no real right or wrong. Everything feels different to different people, and whatever's more comfortable for you, that's the best mattress to get.
Let's talk about the name brands and mattresses and how you choose the mattresses that you sell here in the store, and what kind of a critique do you have of them?
I'm real particular as to the products I sell here. First of all components have to be made in the United States. There's a lot of brands that have factories here, but they're importing foams and steel from China and places like that, and they're just assembling them here. I don't carry any brands that do that. The only supermarket brand I carry is Serta, and they've always been number one in customer service and quality. They were always just number 3 in volume, and with the advent of their gel memory foam, they're now the biggest in volume as well. The other brands I carry are more specialty brands, probably not household names like the S brands. However, brands like Biscayne Bedding, they're one of the most sought-after licensees for other brands to have them make their mattresses for them. Paramount Bedding is the oldest family-owned mattress company in the country. Green Earth is actually a local company made right in St. Pete. All the mattresses are completely chemical-free. They use bamboo and natural latex and chemical-free fire barrier that's greatly innovative. It's actually changed how they make boat cushions and airplane seats.
Are you every couple of years looking for new companies that are making mattresses to your specs?
I'm always looking for the new thing going on, and actually not even the new thing. I'm looking more for the old reliable stuff made well. Latex, like I said, a lot of manufacturers have gone away from it just because it's not the fad right now. And I'm looking for manufacturers that are making latex beds and latex on inner spring as well as solid latex. And there's actually some of the smaller companies because they keep wanting to go on my floor that have been now coming up with models for me, adding latex to them so we can put them on their floor.
Now, over this past 5 years, now I'm sure you have a lot of customers that have commented to you directly or maybe left a feedback on your website as to your service. And just give us a couple of stories of some people that have come back to you and given you their feedback.
Actually, we were kind of lucky. That stuff started right from the very beginning. Right before we actually opened up, we were in here doing some finishing touches. And a customer had called over the phone saying they were coming into town shortly and they didn't have any beds. And they saw the ad in the Yellow Pages. And, can we get beds there quickly and this and that? And they ended up landing in a few days. We actually picked them up from the airport in a delivery truck. We brought them here. We weren't even open for business yet. We picked out their mattresses, put the mattresses and them in the delivery truck, and went out to Siesta Key and delivered them and their mattresses together. They actually gave me a picture we have hanging here in the store because they were so happy.
Yeah, how about another one? You think one offhand here? We can come back to that if you want.
There's actually several customers in town that consider themselves regulars, either due to just being older and having different issues. So we've gone back a number of times to check on a mattress, or we've switched it out a number of times just because. My hip bothers me now. It didn't bother me before. We go, above and beyond what needs to happen. There's actually a video of a customer who actually was a regular customer. If you go to the website or on the YouTube channel, you can see a customer leaving a video review of us.
Let's talk about delivery, because when you buy a mattress, you want to sleep on it as soon as possible. So talk about your delivery and how you schedule those.
If the product's in stock, we can usually get it there the same or the next day. I do get deliveries from every manufacturer twice a week. Like I said, I don't pull anything from warehouses. So if I don't have it in stock, I call the factory, I order it, they make it, and then they ship it to me. So you're getting, brand new factory sealed, mattresses that are only a couple of days old when it comes. So you don't have to wait any long period of time, and everything that's coming is all factory fresh.
How about a guarantee from your company for someone that purchases a mattress here?
Yeah, we give you a 90-day comfort guarantee just to make sure we've done the right thing. I don't want to be standing in line at the deli and that's the guy. I couldn't get a good night's sleep. I lost my job. My wife left me. So we go out of our way to make sure the customer's happy long term.
Exactly, because people are so concerned that what they paid for, they're going to get their money's worth.
Absolutely. Well, the big difference is I own the place, so I'd rather have them spend a little less and get the right one than versus a commission salesman who, might be more apt to point them in a different direction because there's a little higher commission on it.
Okay, Mark, just got about a minute left here to wrap up, so give us the essential details of what we need to know about the mattress store, where you are located, a phone number, website, etc.
Well, again, the website is www.sarasotamattressstore.com. And yes, there's 3 S's in a row. We are right here in the trail just south of Stickney Point, 6979 South Trail. Feel free to give me a call, too. I'm here all day, and that's 929-7378. We are closed on Sunday for God and Family, so 6 days a week you can get us.
If you like, just walk in the front door, and so you'll see Mark sitting right here at the desk, and he'll be so happy to talk to you. It's been a real pleasure to have you with us on the air once again, Mark, and continue success for this business you got going successfully now for more than 5 years.
Thank you, Chuck. It's always a pleasure chatting with the man, the myth, the legend.